train with his head hung low. Couldn't get a ticket, it was a sold out show. Heard the roar of the crowd, he could picture the scene. Put his head to the wall, and like a distant scream, he heard one guitar just blew him away. Saw stars in his eyes, and the very next day bought a beat up 6-string in a second-hand store. Didn't know how to play it.
You're listening to Non-Stop Rock Talk with Tyson Bryden.
Hey Jeff, welcome to Non-Stop Rock Talk. Really, it is a pleasure to have you on the show today. How's it going, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me, Tyson. I'm very honored to be here. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So before we get into your music and whatnot, I kind of wanted to get a bit of your history, a little bit of your background musically, how you kind of started and what you've been up to leading up to now.
Sure. Well, basically, this whole saga started in the beginning was 1997 when I met Corey Kay, my bass player, and Robbie Wolf, my lead guitar player, and we had different incarnations of him and of the three of us together with different drummers. We started off as Angel Park, then we were renamed it to Liquid Sky with an E, and then fast forward, I moved to Tucson, Arizona in 2007, and in 2017, I got a what's called a distribution deal through my old drummer Kyle. He helped me out with Mike Bailey, who's Brett Michaels' drummer. He basically had a small independent label kind of thing where he had distribution, Orchard and Sony Records, and they basically I got a solo deal. Well, in 2018, I moved back to Las Vegas, and I hooked back up with Corey and Robbie, and we now have Todd Turgeon, our new drummer. We had another guy named Mike Mittling, but he decided to choose another path in his life, so he bowed out. So, but Todd Turgeon, ironically, is our first drummer that played on the first single we had, "Never Be Another You." So glad to have him back in the fold.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's I just heard your version of Juke Box Hero, and it's friggin' fantastic. It's like really in your face, and those background vocals, they really stand out to you. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's all Robbie, man. He's a master at that stuff. I mean, he's great at that.
Oh, that's it. It sounds so good. So, I was kind of reading through the origin of this song in terms of you doing it. And I can kind of relate to the story behind it. I understand your dad passed away this past January, and this was a song he liked to play. It's kind of a dedication to him. And getting to the part where I can kind of relate, my dad passed away this past June, and
sorry, bro.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been you know what it's like. It's tough.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
For me, musically, there's so many things that he inspired me to do. For instance, my dad, he owned this 68 Dart. It was a 383 4-barrel, gold and everything. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice car. And when my mom wanted to sell it, so we sold it. But in a dedication to him, I have this 88 Charvel Model 4 that my dad bought for me, brand new in '88. So now I'm
awesome.
And I'm in the process of totally overhauling that guitar. New pickups, new tremolo, new neck, and I've sanded it all down and got all the paint off of it. And then I'm going to paint it the color of his car, because we don't have the car anymore, and it had this cool black stripe on it, and I'm going to put the black stripe on it. So,
oh, that's great, man. That's awesome. Really cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. But
yeah.
So like I said, I can kind of relate to, those feelings that you have when, a parent passes away. So kind of give me, is there more to the story of doing that song besides just that?
Not really. We try to do songs that influenced us growing up, and, that vocally was in my wheelhouse. I try to stick to songs that that I can have some emotion into and really put my heart and soul in it. And, you know, if you can't really relate to the song, it's tough to convey that, you know. So I that was one of the songs that I really, really, truly related to. You know, my mom took me to see Kiss when I was 4 on the Alive tour.
Cool.
And that same year, I got to meet Jim Dandy, the lead singer of Black Oak, Arkansas.
Very cool.
And that made the hugest impression on me, man. Ever since that day, it was like, that's what I want to be when I grow up, you know?
That's cool.
That kind of thing, yeah. So, yeah, that's always been a running theme in my life as far as music goes. I've always known that's what I wanted it to be, you know, and timing is everything, so.
So true, so true. I mean, and in the bio, it also stated that Corey, your bass player, had actually played that song previously, and he was kind of pushing for it as well because it always went over really well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he played in a band prior to rejoining with me, and they had started the beginning of that song apparently, according to what he was telling me, and the crowd just loved it. They just went over, you know. So I'm thinking, well, I guess, you know, we'll see what happens with it. So, and lo and behold, you know, I'm close with that helped. I was really thankful he did help me on and laid the lead on that, which was really cool of him. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, and so now also there was a special guest on the track, I believe, and it's Frank Hannon from Tesla. He plays guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me how that came about.
Well, what happened was I had known Frank since 2010 when I opened for him, ironically, in Tucson. When I lived there, Corey and Robbie drove out to Tucson to do that show with me. And I had a different drummer at the time. I swear to God, we're like Spinal Tap, man.
I was just going to say that.
It's got like 10 different drummers, you know. But no, I met Frank at that point in time, and he let me get up and sing Modern Day Cowboy with him at the end of the night, which was like a bucket list thing for me. It was so awesome, dude. It was wow. And yeah, it was cool. And so just through the years, I mean, Frank is just one of these sweetheart of a guy that I could literally not talk to him for 6 months, and we'll pick up right up where we left off. You know, I mean, him and I are on a, you know, he's truly a friend of mine. You know, it's not just a rock star buddy. It's just, he's a close friend of mine, which is really cool. I mean, and so last November, I had flew up to Sacramento. He asked me, because Tesla was off, they were in between tours, and he had a gig booked up in Sacramento, a private party, and the guy wanted a whole set of Tesla songs. So I flew up and rehearsed with him, and me and his backup band basically, I sang a whole Tesla set that night, man. It was awesome.
Wow.
So I asked him after that, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm getting ready to record Juke Box Hero. If I send you the stems, can you just lay the lead down for me? You know, and he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So the rest is history. That was awesome.
That's very cool. And the lead sounds really cool, actually. It's
it does justice to Mick Jones's lead, you know. It's in the vein, you know, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, the tone of it itself is like, it's just like it really stands out. It just sounds really cool.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed that. So now getting to, so we talked about, so in the bio, so I'm a little confused here. So in the bio it states that all the tracks have been produced by Brandon Wolf, but that's Robbie Wolf, is it? Is that how that goes?
That's Robbie. Well, no, that's Robbie's son.
Robbie's son. Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the reasons, other than the fact that the kid is a genius on recording and production.
Yeah.
But he's young, you know. He's only like 22, 23, and he's got his ear to the ground when it comes to today's production. You know what I mean? So it's really good to have a young kid who not only knows. He sees the vision of what we're trying to put out there and gets it for us. You know, that's invaluable. It really is.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, he must have. I mean, you mentioned he's in tune with what's new and whatnot, but I mean, he must have grown up with a lot of rock to be able to.
He grew up with us. I mean, because a lot of these songs, when he was a little even before he was born. So he grew up with a lot of these songs. We basically took a lot of these songs and we rewrote them, put a, just with the arrangements maybe, and maybe worked on a couple of different melody lines and made them the best, pretty familiar with a lot of these songs, which is really cool.
That is cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and I mean, like we said, like we had talked about on Juke Box Hero, it just sounds, the production is phenomenal. It just sounds so good. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. He did a great job. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah. And I mean, I was on your site yesterday and I was doing my research for our interview. And now there's some more tracks on there. So, the second track, I guess it would be, that I listened to was Screaming Inside. That can also be found on the Second Chance EP.
It is. Yeah. Now, just so your audience knows, I had originally been signed to Potomac Records, who used the Orchard and slash Sony. That was the original distribution for a lot of these.
Yeah.
But I had them pull it down because Potomac folded, and so now RSL is getting ready to release all of the original stuff that was on Potomac, but it probably won't happen until after our new release is done in January.
Oh.
So, but it'll still be put out there.
And so and getting back to that song, those guitars are heavy, man. They sound great.
Thanks, man.
So
thank you.
What are you, like, you play rhythm guitar and you sing, and Robbie plays guitar. What, in terms of you, what are you using in terms of gear to get that tone's killer, man?
Oh, thank you. Well, obviously, Robbie's got one of those Kemper profiler heads.
You say no more.
And dude, those things are just sick, man. They're insane. You can get any tone you want out of them practically. And to record with, I just found a program on his head. And I cut my rhythms with that tone. He cuts his rhythms with that tone. And then he's got his own lead tones that he uses. He's a huge Jimmy Page fan. So, the new record, we're going to be pulling out some cool stuff, like using a violin bow on a song, and using a theremin, which Frank Hannon uses on Edison's Medicine.
Right.
And a lot of people don't really use that anymore. So yeah. I'm really thankful that, we're trying to, like, not repackage the old stuff, but come up with our own identity, with our influences, basically, is how I'm putting it,
Yeah, that's very cool. That thing is amazing. I remember...
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it's...
It's all frequencies, you just... Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you how it works either. I just know that when you run your hand by it, you can control the frequencies. It's really cool.
Did Frank not use it in the video too? Like, you see him and he's got his hand in the video, and I don't know if you've ever seen the video, but you're
talking about Edison's Medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah, he uses it. Yeah. It's weird too, because in the video, he does the other part of the lead on a old Rickenbacker
on the bass,
man.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Talk about innovative. I've never seen that before.
I know, that blows me away when I watch that, because I actually have the videos on DVD. So probably 6 months ago, I pulled them out and watched all the videos again, which was kind of funny to see, especially the early days. But like, it's just very nostalgic. But watching that video, and I always remembered Frank playing the bass at the end of that solo too, and it was just such a cool thing. And
yeah. I mean, he doesn't do it live anymore. He uses a theremin live, but he doesn't. Yeah, I think it was more so a production thing, and it looked cool on video.
It very much
back
looked
then,
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool that you guys are going to use it, though. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Well, and, I just talked to Frank a few days ago, and him and I are getting ready. I'm gonna see him here in the next month or two, and him and I are going to write a new song together, which is going to be really cool. So once that's done, you guys will know about it.
That's awesome. That's very awesome.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of songwriting, are you the primary songwriter in the band, or do you guys all write together?
Well, it's me. Yeah, I basically Robbie and I will sit down and do the outline of how we want the structure to go because we base all of our songs around the melody line on the vocals. You know, because we're such a predominant vocal band, and we do the setups and the bridge, the chorus, verse, chorus, whatever. And then we bring it because we just got done writing two brand new songs here this last week. And we brought it in last night. We got together and rehearsed for the first time in a couple weeks, and there's a new song we put together, and we basically bring it in to Corey and Todd, and the four of us will finish it. But as far as lyrics go, and as far as melody ideas goes, that's 90. The lyrics are always me. Robbie may help a little bit here and there, but tweak a couple things, but 98% is all me as far as lyrics go, and melody, he helps me with that. So we're a really good songwriting team, him and I. I mean, it's a lot like Sambora Bon Jovi kind of thing when they first started, Yeah. So, and that, I mean, he's a really good harmony.
Yeah.
And he can really blend with me, which is tough to find, because he started off in LA. He's from LA originally. And in the early 80s, he had a band called Holy Soldier. He was the original singer for it. They were a Christian band. And
I have their CDs.
Oh, really? Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Right on.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Right on.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he was their lead singer. So he never wanted to be a lead singer. He's always told me, he's like, nobody else could sing, so I just did it, But he's like, I always wanted to be a lead guitar player. So I'm like,
wow.
Well, hey, man, I think this is going to work.
And you know, that's really funny that, that we're talking today because I just came from my full-time job from work. And it was funny because we were talking about, somehow we got onto a Christian subject about music somehow. And I was naming off bands, and I was like Striper, Guardian, and then I mentioned Holy Soldier, which was probably like 2 hours ago, which is kind of ironic. That's funny.
Oh, wow. That is weird. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's very cool. I mean, I think I had both those CDs. I think I lent one to somebody, and I never got it back, which was very disappointing, which I think was the first.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, but
yeah, he was the original singer.
Cool.
So if you do any research, his name at the time was Robbie Brauns, Brauns. Now, the reason he changed his name to Wolf is apparently he changed it. Brauns was his stepfather's name that adopted him.
Yeah.
And then later he took his real father's name.
Oh, wow.
That's the storyline behind that, yeah. Which is cool, man. I mean, both rock star names, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly. They both sound like rock stars, so
yeah.
It's perfect. It's not like a big long last name, right? That you're totally gonna have to change. So.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a writer, musician, guitar player, and you kind of did allude to this, like, who influenced you? I mean, sometimes with doing all those things that you're doing, playing guitar, writing, musician, there are different aspects of musicians that influence you. I mean, from listening just to the guitars, I hear like just the tone of it. There's like a Zakk Wylde type of thing on some of it, and I don't know if that's you or Robbie, but I hear that in there.
It's probably Robbie's a huge John Sykes, Jimmy Page. He wanted the tone of John Sykes with the identity of Jimmy Page kind of thing, and make it his own, which is it's different. He also loves Gary Moore. Me, I gravitate more towards. I was from the. You probably don't have a lot of people tell you this, but Gary Richrath from REO Speedwagon, the original guitar player, was my hero growing up. Him and Randy Rhoads were it for me, man. They made me want to play guitar. And I started on guitar before I started singing. So between those two, and then I saw Ozzy when I was like 12 in Memphis on the Diary tour. And Brad Gillis was with him. It was 2 weeks after Randy passed.
Wow.
And, dude, that to this day, that was the loudest, clearest concert I've ever heard in my life. It was incredible. And Brad Gillis is amazing. Him and Jeff Watson both were just one of my heroes, And Frank Frank's one of my heroes because he's got to be one of the most underrated guitar players there are, man, because
I agree.
He's incredible. I mean, there is nothing he can't play. I mean, he's one of those guys, man, that is so good that he doesn't have to practice it. He'll just walk on and play it, you know? And it's like, I got to practice it, you know? It's like, I can do certain things that once I learn it, you know, I know it, but it's like, him and I, one time we were messing around and we did a just screwing around playing Don't Tell Me You Love Me, right?
Yeah.
And I did the Brad Gillis lead, and it was okay. It wasn't perfect, but it was in the ballpark. But he nailed the Jeff Watson lead to the note, dude. And I was just like, wow.
Wow. That is so awesome.
I know. So, but no, man, you know, I've always been a huge vocal guy, too. I loved Styx. I loved early REO. I kind of, after Can't Fight This Feeling, they kind of went, you know, too commercial for me. But, but I loved, you know, Kansas. Steve Walsh is a huge influence on me. He's an amazing singer.
Yeah.
Paul Stanley, I'd say before 2010, he was amazing.
Yeah.
Especially back in the 80s, you know, and he was, you know, those guys have wrote some great songs. Steve Perry, you know, I mean, come on. Wow. How do you even compete with that, you know?
Exactly. That's true.
So, yeah, Tommy Shaw, Steve Perry, those are the guys that I love. Lou Graham, you know. I got to say, Kelly Hansen's amazing. He does a great job, you know.
Yeah, Kelly Hansen does a really good job, actually.
He does. And I love Kelly and Hurricane, too.
Me
That
too,
was a
man.
great band.
Me too. They were fantastic.
Over the Edge was great.
I had Robert Sarzo on my show probably 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we talked
What's he doing now?
He lives on a boat. And
oh wow, sounds like Jack Russell.
Yeah, and he plays in a band called Diane and the Deductibles, and he does production.
Very cool.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy, super good guy.
That's what I've heard. I've never met him. I met Carlos at NAMM last year. He's really cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got to open for Jack Russell last year at the Whiskey.
Cool.
And that was really cool. He's a sweetheart of a guy. It was great to meet one of my, you know, heroes growing up. I mean. Yeah, I mean, I'm a product of the 80s and 70s. So, you know, the big vocal bands of all, like Jamie Lane, I love that guy.
Me too.
He wrote some amazing songs, dude. I mean, what a talent. You know, I miss him.
I also write for Sleaze Rocks. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, yeah.
So I write for that.
Yeah, I've been on there several times. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so I write for that as well. And I actually we do a lot of anniversary, like if it's a 30-year anniversary or 25-year for albums, right? So yesterday I did Cherry Pie. And having to go back and talk about that was it was awesome. I was just like...
Well, Janie always hated that song because he thought it defined his career. And it made him a lot of money, or made the label a lot of money, but... I got to meet him one time, and I told him, I walked up and shook his hand, and I said, Janie, I got to tell you, Mr. Rainmaker is probably one of the finest compositions you've ever written, dude. That was incredible.
You know what?
I thought, you know,
that is so funny.
Mr. Rainmaker.
That's so funny that you mentioned that, because I said that is by far my favorite song on that album. Was Mr. Rainmaker. And the lyrics, and I quoted some of the lyrics because I was like, it may seem simplistic, but when you rhyme all those words in there, the way he did it and make it sound so cool, it's genius.
Yeah. Yeah. He really was a genius. I mean, my God, that guy, talk about a writer. I mean, wow. And it's just a shame, man. It just broke my heart, dude. It really did.
I think a lot of people it did. It was such a shock, and I got to meet him once too, and he was just such a nice guy. Just so. Oh awesome.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, and it's a shame he couldn't. You know, he let the demons get away from him with the alcohol. You know, It's just God, it's heartbreaking, man. You know.
I know.
But you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and it's funny too. I did Warrant yesterday, and you mentioned Paul Stanley. I did a review of Asylum. And thinking back,
that record.
Pardon me?
I'm saying I love that record.
Do you?
Yeah.
Don't read my review of it.
There's certain songs on there, like King of the Mountain, I think is a great song.
Yes, that was the one I said that's a standout track on it. It's just...
Yeah, a lot of them are fluff, too, yeah.
Well, and I kind of mentioned, I alluded to the fact that Gene Simmons was there, but he wasn't really there. You know, like he was submitting songs.
That's absolutely correct, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I'm not a big fan of Who Wants to Be Lonely. And I think what kind of did it for me for that album when it came out was that whole fluorescent or the fluorescent.
Oh, I know.
Or, you know what I mean?
That was a little too much. Yeah. My favorite 80s album, well, two of them were Creatures of the Night. I think that's an amazing record.
Yeah.
Especially the drum sound, dude. Man. The drum sound on that, oh my God.
It's insane.
Wow.
It's insane.
Eric Carr is one of the nicest, most amazing guys on the planet. I never got to meet him, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But he seemed like, from everything I've ever heard about him, he always seemed very cool, you know, very humble, you know. So, yeah, you know, and not to, you know, veer away from what we're talking about, but just so you guys know and your audience knows, the reason we call the EP that we released Second Chance, well, two reasons. First, I hooked back up with Robbie and Corey. It's our second chance, you know. Yeah. But I don't know if you've read any of my bio before or not, but I have Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis both, and I actually died for almost 3 minutes on the operating table in 2001.
No way.
So 7 years later, or 7 surgeries later, sorry, I'm in good health now, thanks to my wife, and, you know, she keeps me healthy, and I mean, I'm as good a health as you can be. I'm disabled because of it. I can't work a job because they had to take all but 6 inches of my large intestine out.
Oh, man.
So physically, I've been through the mill, man. So I really feel like, you know, the man upstairs has really granted me a second chance at this, you know. So I'm very thankful to be where I'm at right now, and just, you know, have people like what I'm doing is a godsend to me, man. It really is. So,
well, I
just wanted to thank you for having me on here.
Oh, no problem, man. I totally respect what you're saying, because I have ulcerative colitis. I don't have Crohn's.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
But the good news is that I am actually, they've downgraded it now because it's in only 3 centimeters of my intestine now. So now it's just proctitis. It's not colitis anymore. I actually went into remission for a while, and then.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know how, but I mean, there's occasions. I can't believe we went to this, but it's all good. This is good. There's times where, you know, like I suffer, but it hasn't been in a long time. You know.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
So it is.
A lot of mine was stress induced, believe it or not. You know.
Yeah, mine too.
My grandfather passed, you know, in 2001 when I got really sick, and that I think was the catalyst to start a descent for me. You know, so you know, without getting too deep in left field here, you know, it's like the older you get, the more you know, as far as myself goes, I appreciate every day above ground's a good day, you know, and I really try to have a good attitude and not let, you know, things like that are out of my control bother me if I can and all help it, you know. So I'm very thankful for any amount of success. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to be a huge rock star. I just want to, you know, work, and I want, and if I'm proud of it, and hopefully people like what I'm doing, I'm a happy guy, man. You know.
And that's all we can do, right? That's all. It's like, just,
exactly.
You know, just do what you do and enjoy it and live every day the best you can, right?
That's it, brother. That's it. Yep.
That's awesome, man. So moving forward, what is the plan for the Jeff Carlson Band? Will there eventually be a full-length album of material?
Yes, we're doing that right now. We're finishing up the writing for the new record. Like I said, Robbie and I just finished up 2 new songs. Basically, it's going to be 10 songs with a cover on it. We're going to do a cover of Jane from Jefferson Starship, and
cool.
I know Brian Tichy and Joel Hoekstra, and I forget who they had singing with them. They just released it as a COVID video type thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're not going to release ours till January on the label, and I don't think that's going to be an actual from Striper plate with guitar on it. Kind of like what I did with Frank. Which, if anything, it's a kind of a cool thing to where every record we do, I want to throw a cover on there that there's a quote-unquote real rock star on it. You know what I mean? Kind of get more credibility.
That's cool. So who's going to be, you know what, you cut out there briefly. Who's going to be playing on it?
Oz Fox from Striper.
Wicked. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great
it's going to be really cool.
He's a killer.
Oh, and he's a sweet man. I mean, the guy is just the nicest guy on the planet, dude. He's really cool.
That's it. And he lives in Vegas too, right? Does he not?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He does. Yeah. He's been friends with me and Robbie especially Robbie's for years, So
I guess
man,
did they ever
a lot of fun?
Did they ever play together? Like with Holy Soldier and Striper? Did they ever?
Oh no. I don't see, honestly, I don't think Robbie talks to Holy Soldier that much anymore. I mean, I think he's tight with one of the guys. I forget the guy's name, Andy or one of them. I don't know, the guitar player. But no, see, they've gone through several singers since Robbie left. So,
right.
If they do play, it's like in Brazil or somewhere overseas. I don't think they do much here. So, I don't know. We're so busy trying to concentrate on what we're doing that there's not really a lot of time to do much else.
Yeah, no doubt. That's so true. That's a good point. I mean, everybody's focused on what they're doing, and then you compound COVID into that as well, right? So
I know exactly. Well, too, Eddie Trunco. I don't know if you listen to him much, but he always talks about, especially some of these rock stars, guys like George Lynch or whomever. A lot of them will do like 10 different projects at once, and nobody knows who the hell they're playing with.
I know.
So I'm like, I'm just sticking to what I do, and if somebody wants to guest appear on our record, then that's great, that way there's no confusion.
Well, it is kind of confusing because George is out there and he's like, they'll put out an album, and then a month later there's another album, and you're like, well,
right.
Obviously there's going to be no legs on that last album because you've got this one you're promoting now, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and I got to hand it to Tom Kiefer. He's really been doing his solo thing for quite a while, which is really cool, man.
Yeah, and I actually haven't heard. I'm gonna have to. I haven't even listened to that album yet. I haven't heard it yet. His latest one.
It's really good.
It is really good. I've
good.
heard that. That's cool.
But yeah. So yeah, the goal is for us to finish our record. We're gonna whatever I've got. I still have to talk to John, my label head, and I just signed with new management. Nolan Hodges is his name. He's my new manager. He's out of Houston, Texas. MK Music USA is the management company he's with. So he's gonna work in tandem with my publicist Jody Best, who's amazing. I love her.
Jody's awesome.
Yes, and so between them, and once we get a new song, a single we pick out, we're gonna release it with a video the very first of the year. That's the goal.
That's awesome. Well, I'll look forward to hearing that.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Yeah, we're excited to do it.
Oh, that's wicked. Will now mentioning the record, will there be physical copies or will it only be?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Down?
No, it'll be physical, and because we've got RFL has amp distribution,
cool.
So they're a huge distribution company. So they've got hard copies as well. So yeah.
Will there be? Is it just strictly CDs or will there be vinyl as well?
Oh, I want both. I want
Good
vinyl
for you,
and CDs because I think I love vinyl, dude. You can't duplicate the vinyl tone. I just, there's a warmth sonically that I can't put my finger on, but
I know.
Like when I put on Fleetwood Mac or Foreigner from the 70s, you know what I mean? I've got one of those old Marantz,
nice.
receipt. Yeah, it's my wife's dad. He bought it in the 70s, so I'm like,
sweet,
I'll put my Kiss records on that. It sounds killer.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have an old one. I have an expensive Yamaha, and I was actually, and speaking of, getting back to Tesla, I was listening to, I've got pretty much everything. Well, not everything. Everything that Tesla's released on vinyl, I've got it. So.
Cool.
I had bought Simplicity a few months ago and I hadn't opened it. I hadn't had a chance to listen to it. And I put it on the other night, and I guess Brian Wheat, the drummer, the bass player, he mastered it or mastered it for vinyl. It sounds phenomenal. And
yeah, it's a great record.
It's funny because I didn't love it on CD as much as I love it on vinyl. I loved the vinyl. He did such a fantastic job with it. Sounds killer.
Yeah, man. There's a warmth that vinyl has that you can't duplicate on CD, I don't think.
Oh, no, exactly. Especially when those drums, you know how
I know.
if you listen to a CD and the drums sound digital,
man.
right?
Right. Well, that's the thing with us. We don't record with actual drum, like we don't record acoustic drums. We play. Our drummers play live with them. Don't get me wrong, but the studio it behooves us to record, with like triggers to a click. It's that way you can have better control over it.
Yep.
So I don't know.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially, sometimes your timing is going to be perfect. That's for sure, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm sure your drummer, his timing's great, anyways. But
oh yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, so Todd's incredible. Yeah, he's a great drummer.
That's awesome. Well, Jeff, I wish you the best of luck with this, and I am looking forward to seeing that album.
I really appreciate it, bro.
No problem. I appreciate it too. Thanks so much for joining me today.
You bet. Thank you so much for having me, man.
No problem. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Like anything you want to promote for the band before I let you go or anything like that?
No, not yet. We just got done doing a live stream, show, a 40-minute set. Now, I don't know when that's going to be released on our label has to release it. So, we'll see what happens with that. That should be coming out in the not too distant future.
Cool.
I just, if you like what you hear, go to our website. Check us out. We're on Instagram. We're on all the social media. Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
But I think right now you can get Juke Box Hero and Screaming Inside. All the media outlets are out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you so much for your support, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Jeff. Thank you. And you
bet.
You enjoy the rest of your day, man. We'll talk. Hopefully, we'll talk again.
You too.
Okay, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Where can I hear the broadcast of this?
Usually, so it's nonstop rock talk with Tyson Bryden. Now we're not live, so
okay.
I taped it, so it'll probably be a week or two before I've got it up there. Maybe not that much. But you can get it on iTunes, Spotify.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, all that stuff. It's all available on that. But
okay, great. Well, are you on Facebook?
I am. Yep.
Yeah. Find me on Facebook, brother, and hit me up with a friend request, and just whenever it's done, just shoot me a quick text, and I'll see it. That way, I can promote it too.
Okay. That'll be awesome, Jeff.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Tyson, bro. I appreciate it, man. Talk soon. Take care of yourself.
You too, man. Take care.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.